Breaking news. Tyreek Hill is cursed with money because he got problems that money can't solve. First, his multi-million-dollar mansion burnt down. The house that he got next to Rick Ross burnt down. Then he had multiple babies from multiple baby mamas when he first got to Miami on the woman he was married to. Then he got harassed by police officers while he was heading into Dolphin Stadium, right in front of Dolphin Stadium. Now, Tyreek Hill in the divorce battle. And his divorce drama just took an even darker turn. And now the streets saying that this just ain't a divorce, this a setup. So boom, we already know the headline that's going viral right now. Tyreek Hill and Keita Vaccaro Hill are in the Florida family court proceeding as we speak. And according to reports, the judge is side-eyeing Keita right now for all the spending she been doing. Because court disclosures allegedly showed Keita Vaccaro bought a $196,000 Bentley when Tyreek Hill was ordered by a judge to provide a $100,000 car allowance. Only just $100K. So the additional $96,000 was what's in question by the judge. And some write-ups say the judge called the extra spending excessive and unnecessary. Now let's get to the money part. Court docs also reported Tyreek Hill has voluntarily provided her a total of $714,000 cash, and it breaks down like this. $500,000 in legal fees, $100,000 in car allowance, $100,000 lump sum payment, cash money, and $17,500 in tip child support. So this ain't no regular divorce. This a whole money war going on. And on top of all of this, Tyreek Hill is still on a major NFL contract right now. He signed a 3-year, $90 million extension with the Miami Dolphins, which puts him at around $30 million a year incoming. So you already know this case got millions of dollars on the table. But then the worst part hit. Tyreek got hurt, because we all seen when Tyreek Hill went down with that knee injury and he tore his ACL and he missed the rest of the season. So now you got divorce pressure, and then you got injury pressure. And that just makes shit 10 times more dangerous. Because in the NFL, injury and big contracts don't mix like oil and water. Now here's where everything started going crazy. Because people been bringing up the fact that Tyreek Hill been shaded during his relationship with Keita. Because Tyreek Hill had a history of messy situations in his relationship, including being involved with multiple women and having multiple kids with the women that he was seeing in the same year while he was married to Keita. And the streets claiming Keita watched all that and played the long game. The theory people pushing is this. She waited until she finally got pregnant by Tyreek Hill, and then that's when the divorce got filed. It's like she was waiting on that last little piece to the puzzle to hit first. Then she pulled the trigger. And now the internet saying this was a chess move, not a breakdown. Because everybody's saying what's common to the human eye. She used Tyreek Hill's own temper and ego against him, because she initiated him into an argument, and once he lost his cool, that created a breaking point. And that breaking point hit national news. Then boom, divorce. Then boom, court, child support, alimony payments. And it ain't stopped. And when she walked away, she ain't walked away with the black bag she came in the marriage with. She walked away with that baby and that bag, a bag of money, not just a baby bag. The baby bag probably had some money in it too. Now listen, if that was true, that's straight nasty work. That's crazy. That's cold-hearted, colder than a polar bear toenail. That definitely means that this wasn't love. This was strategy. But if this not true, then Tyreek Hill is getting dragged through the mud right now at the worst times of his life. And that's why this story is so crazy to me, because one side looks like a man getting played And the other side looked like a woman securing her future. And the truth is probably in the middle somewhere. But here's what I know for sure. When a judge calls your spending habits excessive, that means the court is watching you. And that Bentley receipt just became a weapon against you. Because in divorce court, every receipt is a statement. Every purchase is an argument, and every move can change the outcome. So now I gotta ask y'all this, and I want y'all to comment below. Do you think that Keita played the long game with Tyreek Hill? Or do you think this just a messy breakup? And do you think Tyreek Hill's temper and his ego could have been used against him to spark this whole thing up? Comment below, drop your take in the comments. Because this one of them stories where it's money, power, ego, and pain all in one. And with Tyreek Hill out for the season with that ACL injury, this ain't about football no more. This about who winning the war. I want y'all to comment below and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. This Nino Brown Sports.
This woman, Keita Vaccaro, divorced her husband, Tyreek Hill, after just 15 to 17 months of marriage. What followed highlights why many men today are losing interest in marriage. After the divorce filing, the court reportedly ordered Tyreek Hill to cover multiple financial obligations, despite the short length of the marriage. These include $500,000 in spousal support, $20,000 to $50,000 per month in ongoing support, approximately $450,000 in legal fees, $100,000 for the purchase of a new car, full use of a $550 million Miami mansion. In addition to granting her exclusive use of the home, Tyreek Hill was reportedly ordered to continue paying the mortgage, property taxes, electricity, water, and other household expenses tied to the property. There are also child-related expenses and ongoing financial responsibilities associated with the case. All of this followed a marriage that lasted barely over a year. For many men observing situations like this, the concern is not emotional. It is logical. A short marriage resulted in millions of dollars in obligations and long-term financial responsibility. To them, this does not look like proportional risk. Marriage is meant to be a long-term partnership where both sides grow together over time. When a brief marriage can lead to such significant financial loss for one party, it raises serious questions about fairness and balance in the system. This is why more men are stepping back from marriage. Not because they reject commitment or family, but because the risks appear extremely high and the protections uncertain. If outcomes like this continue, fewer men will see marriage as a reasonable decision, and society will feel the consequences. This is not about blame, it is about reality, and why many men are choosing to opt out.
When are y'all gonna learn? When are y'all gonna learn that marriage is fucking stupid? When are y'all gonna learn? Status quo support? What the fuck is that? So because I give a motherfucker a lifestyle, we separate, mainly because she divorced me. I now have to pay her enough money in whatever installments to maintain said lifestyle. Get the fuck out of here. This Tyreek Hill situation is just another reason as to why I made the decision when I was about 12 years old, because all it took was all of the bad marriages I saw around me, the way that relationships were portrayed on TV shows and cartoons and some animes and shit like that. It really conditioned me. And then as I got older, I learned, okay, yeah, this shit is never going to be something I'm going to do ever in life. Fuck that. It's really crazy how dudes get slammed in the fucking mouth when it comes to divorce courts, family courts, and all that bullshit. I just refuse to play that game. Why would I play a game that I know is already rigged against me on every fucking angle? I'm already playing the game of fucking life in America, which is rigged unless you get that motherfucking bread, which I intend to do. Because if I stay this way, I'm gonna end up kicking in some of y'all fucking doors. I don't want to do that, but I gotta put food on the table. But in all seriousness, this is the craziest shit in the fucking world. I'm sorry. Marriage is fucking stupid. Especially if you're one of these motherfuckers.